Welcome back, everybody. This is the Injustice 2 Path to Pro, presented by PlayStation 4, and we have our semi-finals underway. It's going to be Aixy versus HappyPow. This matchup is going to be quite interesting, I think. We're going to be seeing Supergirl again, I feel. I don't really think Aixy really plays any other characters. It's pretty much been predominantly Supergirl, if not completely Supergirl.
I'm fairly sure that's just the only character we'd expect to see from him. However, on the flip side, we have HappyPow, who really is, I think, one of the strongest players in Europe right now, especially just by how much he plays and how well he consistently plays. Obviously, online being the big one. Yeah, yet to see how he does in an offline setting at Majors, but I know he's already registered for things like Finale versus Fighting. So hopefully we'll be able to see him in not too long at these major offline events. But for now, we know he's very good online and plays Black Adam and Flash at least. They are just the two characters that we know about. So whether we'll see Flash, Black Adam, I'm not really too sure, whereas Aixy, I'm kind of expecting that Supergirl pick. But then on the other side of the bracket, we have Zorro versus H-Dope, which will probably be Atrocitus versus Aquaman. So two good semis up and coming.
So let's see how these matches have gone so far. A lot of 3-0s, basically 100% 3-0s. We saw HappyPow take over K-Top, Aixy took over Delul, Zorro took over Flet, and H-Dope took it over Rifle of the West. We're down to our, obviously, top 4 players. This is a single elimination bracket, which means that we will have a third place playoff later, as is the nature of a single elimination tournament, and the fact that third place onwards is where the money gets distributed. Fourth place will get nothing. So these matches are still unbelievably important. The big one is going to be winning the tournament and getting that guaranteed spot into the Path to Pro finals. But if you don't quite make it, as much money as possible is still going to be something nice to walk away with, I think.
Of course, but I do believe we're good to go into character select now. And HappyPow gone for the Flash.
Now, we do know that HappyPow does really like playing the Flash. He plays Black Adam and the Flash pretty much equally at this stage, but Flash doesn't really have a lot of favorable matchups. Some of the characters in the game really give him a hard time, and that's why the Black Adam backup, or I guess joint character, exists for that. But HappyPow, I think, clearly a little bit excited to play some Supergirl, and we've heard good things about HappyPow's Flash.
Well, hopefully he can put it to practice, because Aixy, we know, is known for that patience, but Flash, when Flash gets in and starts doing his thing, he can be quite overwhelming.
So let's see what HappyPow brings to the table. A lot of tricky setups with this character, involves a lot of different button presses.
Oh, good blitzing already coming out from Aixy.
Immediately out with the whiff punish on back one. Don't get a little bit too cute with me, otherwise I'll whiff punish you for days.
Wake up coming out from HappyPow, though. We saw him last game in his third match versus K-Top, definitely going to a lot of wake-up attacks that weren't really wake-ups, but now Flash suddenly does actually have a legit wake-up attack you have to worry about.
There's that Sonic Pound, meter burn into trait, that's going to be guaranteed damage. Here comes a combo, wow! Immediate reset,
the reset.
What was that?
I don't even know where the reset was in that, but it definitely was in there somewhere.
It did a lot of damage, that's all we know.
Oh, and Aixy makes him walk straight face first into a full-on eye laser. Nice hit coming out the Sonic Pound from HappyPow. And that uppercut from Aixy. Probably an input error, but HappyPow's going to make the most of that for sure.
Oh, he's going to take one round on the board. No clean punish from Aixy, though. Still a lot of work to do. One combo will not kill at this health. He's going to have to catch. Even after this combo, he's not going to be able to take out HappyPow. That's definitely one element he's going to have. Nice patience on the down 2 anti-air as well. But obviously no bar being spent. HappyPow doesn't want to air escape. Just keep his bar for the next round. They're both back to even.
Okay, there, that sort of crouching game coming from HappyPow. You can tell he's looking for that way in. But again, the footsies from Aixy comes through strong. It's going to clearly keep him in this corner. Again, we can see not doing a ton of damage, but we're going to go for the restand. No, there we go. Oh, spends the second bar. Oh, setup coming out from Aixy. Okay.
Aixy knows a thing or two about setups himself, I think. Wow, the tech just going for the Frost Breath, deny the charge in any degree. Yeah, that dash into the mid-string is not working out for him so far.
I like the adjustment though from HappyPow. Next time, immediately actually cancelled his charge in case he ran into one. No punish, but a clean down 2. HappyPow forced to break. Or they should force to clash. Guaranteed health regeneration here, but the question is, how much does he take?
Well, Flash does need some of his bar to land that big boy damage, so spending 2 is no surprise. Confident Aixy wasn't going to spend anything either, because he needs that bar to do damage of his own. Here comes HappyPow, blocking on the Sonic Pound, caught on the backdash, back 1-2, whipping that uppercut just to get a little bit of free bar. Going in for the knockdown into setup.
Yeah, he was trying to chase down the air tech, but HappyPow didn't bite. Going to spend this bar now. Aixy does have a clash, but not going to spend it until he's at least even on bar.
Oh, there's that reset once again. Gets another Sonic Pound into the last minute cross-up restand. Big damage off that setup. Caught by the overhead, and there's the clash. That was a fantastic sequence from HappyPow.
It was indeed, and that can be the strength of the Flash. If he gets a good trait sequence into reset, he can start to mix you up something fierce into big damage. Like, is he going to take some Health regeneration there. Chip damage coming through.
Really trying to put up that brick wall defense, and there's the punish, but still alive. Hang on, NGP, not quite though.
That one did do enough. And a quick laser to the shin to take that first game. That was a close one.
Really, really good match. Just amazing setup potential from HappyPow. Every single setup that he landed off that sort of air pound to get that reset situation, every single one of it worked out. However, I think he just got out neutraled at the end of the day.
He did indeed. HappyPow, though, hitting some of those setups. That's what we were expecting. And wasting no time straight into Black Adam. So now we're going to see a much different pace, I think, at the very least.
Black Adam's going to be doing pretty much double the damage Supergirl does. That's going to be a humongous element right here. Aixy's going to have to, in some ways, do double the work to land the same damage.
Now, this is going to be interesting, though, because we already saw Aixy with a lot of knowledge on Fortress of Solitude himself earlier on, but obviously seen HappyPow do amazing things with certain stages. So I think both of them are going to be able to put this stage to good use, but just how much?
Well, we'll soon find out. HappyPow looked unbelievably strong with that Black Adam early on, and Aixy already getting tagged by a couple of mix-ups.
Oh, speak of which, though, again, that little low, sneakily hitting everyone today.
Nice delay wake up just to get out of that back 1-2. Taking that guaranteed punish, knowing he can't spend the bar to make it safer in any way, shape or form.
Oh, goes straight into the down. Oh, the class down one into down one again. Oh, wasn't able to get this time though. Aixy said he didn't want to overcommit there.
It can be quite tricky to whiff punish Black Adam off that because...
Oh, not close enough to the bounce.
I think he tried to either go for the bounce or a back three. I'm inclined to think he tried to background bounce.
He definitely went for the standing heavy into the background bounce, but just wasn't close enough to get it.
Good blocks from Aixy, but tagged by the low at the last minute. That meter burn low lightning does so much damage.
It's like 200 by itself. It is insane. Confirm into the dive kick. Into pressure. Whiffs the jump in into dive kick. Tricky stuff.
That can be quite hard to deal with because you sometimes see the whiff jump in and go, right, I'm going to press buttons, and then you just eat a dive kick.
Oh, catches him in the air though. It's going to be a chunk of damage, whilst not a massive amount. Oh, goes straight into the trait, and that's going to do it. And this little in-between transition going to do a little bit of job of just regenning some of that. Looks like you got about a third of the bar back. Not quite enough to go with just yet, though.
Yeah, that down three, just trying to eat it up. The one dangerous thing about trying to take on Black Adam when he's doing that forward 1-2 is he's airborne during the string, which makes him hard to whiff punish if you crouch him.
Misses the combo, but the orbs are going to do enough to add that back up anyway.
Oh, ooh. Oh no, that's, yeah, not much you could do there. Got knocked down. That always sucks, going down with 4 bars of meter, but when Aixy got hit by that interactable into the knockdown, and he got knocked down by the meter burn lightning, the rest of it was pretty much guaranteed with the health he had left.
I think Aixy played that well, though. HappyPow just, again, really came off just knowing how to use those environments, and just even right at the very end, we saw him pull down the cloth into this, what I believe is, it's unblockable from certain ranges, but blockable from other ones. It's one of those space-dependent ones, but again, when you have that tracking low lightning, and as you said, low lightning itself doing so much damage by itself, if you can get yourself on the right part of the screen, you will be so hard to deal with.
Now, that's going to be 1-1, but because that first win went against HappyPow's Flash, this is quite a big order, I think, for Supergirl to try and go toe-to-toe with Black Adam. You just look at the damage, it really is the key. That damage separating the two is such a factor here.
And unfortunately, both players are re-randoming the stage. Aixy landed on Fortress of Solitude, and HappyPow gets it again, 2 games in a row. That's fortunate.
Absolutely, the nature of double random. We'll see what happens.
First hit going to Aixy, that's going to be useful for him, denying that bar from Black Adam.
Yeah, but I think it's more important that he made sure that the first bar wasn't taken away from him, because Black Adam meterless is still really dangerous, but Supergirl needs that 1 bar.
Had to spend it just to be safe there though, but it's going to eat a full grab from 3 orbs too.
Oh no! Tries to grab, but just eats a point blank low lightning. Oh! Oh, so many dive kicks. Neither connects so far. Aixy lands a solid hit.
Oh, but drops his combo. That's unfortunate. You cannot afford to do that as Supergirl.
Now he is going to get the background bounce here. Gets that heavy. Very important for Supergirl to be able to land damage like that. I think the background bounce benefiting her so greatly, letting her do what she definitely should be doing in a matchup like this.
So HappyPow's not being obvious with these black magics on full screen though. He's really sort of playing that patient game. That sweep coming out from Aixy.
I think we're seeing the sweep just in case he goes in for a forward 1 or something like that.
Oh, and Aixy, I think, tried to whiff punish with the lasers, but blocked in time by HappyPow.
Oh,
challenges him coming in. And and Aixy's taking that first health bar of this next match.
He's got a very patient, slow-paced game, does Aixy. It's very impressive.
Has the trolley behind him though, so now that's out too.
Tries to go in for the straight laser, maybe expecting a dive kick attempt. HappyPow staying quite unpredictable with when he's going for these.
Oh, there's the plus frames. Oh, and catches that forward one, Aixy. Not quite sure what he tried to do there, but forward one's going to connect in space anyway.
But now he's in the corner. This is where you don't want to be, but a nice read on the air laser. Didn't do a huge amount.
And again, using that advancing normal just to get himself out of the way of the jump in. We're seeing actually even HappyPow himself did that earlier on.
All right, going in for the knockdown.
Oh, nice delayed wake up.
Really fantastic delayed wake up. Oh, could have been a frost breath, but no, forced to wager instead.
Doesn't need a dictator.
Superman with discipline.
We're already seeing just how powerful that meter burn dive kick is. We're actually not seeing HappyPow do it too often yet, but when he gets close enough, especially when he's got Aixy in the corner, that's when he starts going to that option. Oh, unfortunately, the eye laser ever so slightly missing.
This is definitely looking like a much better game for Aixy. He's having to really play patient and just accept the fact that it's a matter of chipping down his opponent's life rather than Black Adam, who will just chunk it bit by bit. That sweep again, working wonders for that forward one, pressing buttons out of the frost breath. HappyPow having to clash. I think he's confident, though, that he's going to get a little bit of health. I don't think he thinks Aixy's going to spend it.
But he might do, though, because he's quite low. We're sort of mid-screen now. No, Aixy's going to hold on to it.
Well, if he lands a hit, and one combo might do it, especially we're near bounce territory.
Indeed. Only 15%, though.
Oh, cheeky!
Wow! I didn't know she had an ice projectile, but apparently...
Well,
neither did HappyPow.
Yeah, neither did HappyPow. Full conversion. Hang on. Big damage, but drops the ender.
All into a whiff.
Hang on, hit by the low. Is he going to make a comeback? Oh, the dive kick!
I don't know, just to get out of the way, he lands on the eye laser!
But he's still alive! Oh, the patience! Waiting for the delayed wake up.
I actually think that speaks volumes. The first teleport we see Aixy do all day wins him a match.
That was literally all day.
That was the first
time.
Indeed, that was the very first teleport he's done all evening. You know, in his first series, he didn't need it because it was against Harley Quinn. That it doesn't really help as much against. Obviously, it's a full combo punish versus Black Adam. So if you do that at the wrong time, Black Adam's getting a free combo, which is probably going to be at least 500 damage. And he's able to bring himself up in the series 2-1. Aixy over HappyPow.
I've got to say, I'm really, really impressed with the way Aixy has slowed the pace of this entire match down. He's not really intimidated. He's just playing with really strong fundamentals. He's landing damage when he can get it. He's patient full screen. He's not getting opened up massively. He's quite hard to crack into, I think.
And he's just using that these advancing normals, these attacks that just move him out of the way. He's putting them to perfect use versus someone like Black Adam that really wants to get in that tricky jump too and those dive kick stuff. He's actually making it really hard for any of that to work versus him.
Again, a really good first hit. Not huge damage on that string though, so it's not the end of the world, but that grab's going to put him in quite a bad spot near the corner.
Yeah, walking himself back to the corner, but there's a trip guard. Going to get a little bit of ice, build a tiny bit of meter back, but every little helps when you're playing this character. Awful whiff, but no whiff punish from HappyPow.
I think delayed... Oh, I mean, that's the damage of a Supergirl B&B. That string into low lightning. This is a change of pace from what we saw last time. A couple of hits, and now Aixy's in big trouble in this round. There we go. Another round taken down, HappyPow. Looking much better. Aixy with 3 bars of meter, though.
Oh, there's that down one again. HappyPow's been right on the money with that counter poke.
Oh, that was a nice little setup, actually. Probably actually tried, if he stood up much quicker, the meter burn breath, I'm pretty sure, would have acted as like a setup, forced him into blocking that cross-up. Now that's a challenge. Down one in between the gaps. That's an adaptation we're seeing HappyPow do in this game.
Always the lightning grenade setup, tries to jump back. Oh, actually, I thought he was going to walk into that one, but he is not. I just get a full combo. Probably not going to do enough to kill, but they get close enough, and that's Chip. Yeah, nothing you can do about that.
Now, there is a very clear adaptation here. He's waiting for Aixy to go for that low poke into breath, and he's starting to check it with the down one into shock. We didn't see that in the first game or the second. Aixy still looking good.
I actually think he tried to do the same thing there, but unfortunately did it a little bit too late. He gets hit by the ice breath. He was probably trying to interrupt the gap before.
But that's it, he actually did down one there and waited for the inevitable down one on HappyPow's side, which didn't come. There we go, gets it then. Sending him into full screen.
But even that by itself, 200 damage. It seems every time Black Adam touches you, he's taking away a fifth of your life.
If he can check him with the laser, yeah, really important that he got that, gets a full jump in, forcing a clash. Aixy, I reckon he might just spend one to reset and keep another.
I mean, I'd spend a bar in this situation personally just to sort of deny any health back whatsoever. And HappyPow holds on to it.
Probably
sacrifices the damage, 15% down.
Maybe he wants a meter burn dive kick. If he gets just one of those, he's going to win the game.
Maybe. That's a whiff punish from Aixy. Not a ton of damage, but definitely something. Oh, catches him! That's not going to kill, but it is going to get him low. It's going to give Aixy the life lead at the very least. But he has 2 bars. Does he wake up? Does he go for a back 3? Oh, he catches the backdash!
But no damage to follow up in the meter burn dive kick, but no conversion into another dive kick. Aixy, you can see when he can't spend meter on his combos. He landed the hit, but he just couldn't do enough damage.
Indeed, he could not. That's going to be it. That could have been so close. HappyPow thrown a lifeline.
That was, I'm going to be honest, I feel like that was a bit lucky. That was a little bit lucky at the end there. But I mean, that's just the matchup, right? Supergirl, she doesn't do damage without bar. And we just saw that completely. HappyPow, given that you said it yourself, that's a bit of a lifeline. We might see him come off better in the set yet.
But yeah, you talk about adaptation. As fast as HappyPow has started to try and interrupt these gaps with down 1, Aixy has stopped doing he stopped giving the gaps to him now. And that's one of the things that makes Aixy quite powerful is his adaptation. Like I say, he's a very fundamentally sound player, and he can adapt very fast. And that's exactly what we're seeing now. But at the same time, HappyPow just being this aggressive, just mix master. You know what I mean? That's what he wants to do with every character he plays. You know, he did it in MKX, and he's doing it now. But there's that start. We actually haven't seen him do that yet, but Aixy gets hit by the low lightning.
Forward 1, fast advancing high. I mean, I think actually Supergirl back 1 can in some ways actually contest it, but right there, because he had no first hit, he's not going to get a conversion this time. HappyPow, still lots of life left, and the air to air on the dive kick. Happily going to even that one out. But nice instant.
Yeah, Aixy reads the dive kick. I think he kind of expected the dive kick into a lightning grenade. Oh, and again, HappyPow disrespecting.
He's doing a good job of actually even out the health, even without this bar advantage. Tries to whiff punish. A little bit too far away for the combo.
Watch it, that was his only bar though. Aixy already left. Just built a bar through the damage. Oh, and another one!
Yeah, there's the interrupt, but a punish on the cloud. Gonna even things out. If he gets a good mix up here, he's gonna even the life. But the wake up trade.
He just wake up trade.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Damage.
It completely makes sense. He was far enough away that he could guarantee it.
Comes back. I think HappyPow was kind of expecting him to go for that. Advancing again, but oh, the toilet. Do a good bad damage there. Nice chip damage coming through. Actually putting a lot of bar. Oh, nice punish, but doesn't get the full life bar. HappyPow with a wake up. HappyPow did that last time. Maybe signs of desperation coming through.
Well, I think he was pretty much going to lose the round there anyway. If he got a wake up lightning cage, it was basically going to be half life, so it would have been a great sort of way for him to end the round before he lost that bit of life. Nice block on the event. Aixy's blocks really on point. Whiff punish though. Caught doing a back 1-2 at a bad range.
Got that low lightning doing so much damage. Oh, catches the air to air. I thought for sure the dive kick was going to win. Oh, and then wake up backdash once again. Aixy catches him. Has 3 bars to work with. God, that chip damage.
Into trait, which is now going to be danger territory. Really good trade for Aixy, to be honest, but he's not going to be able to go in for a back 3, and he knows it. Instant air, hang on. He's got the bar advantage. HappyPow's in a bit of trouble.
Now, what does HappyPow do here? No restand. Oh, he catches him. Oh, the delayed! HappyPow with a delayed clash. I thought for sure he wasn't going to do it there. He's going to get some health back here, though. Aixy has a bar himself.
Opting to spend 1, really try and get a little bit of it down. He's going to have a lot of trait now. He's going to need to use that laser, I think, just to keep him at bay. So Aixy's got that trait, though. He goes for it. HappyPow, I think he was just waiting. Now he's got nothing to worry about. Yeah, the orbs are gone, but now no bar on either player. This is a last moment situation. The whiff. More whiffs.
Oh, that's that delayed grab. HappyPow. Aixy hasn't got a bar yet. The orb's already back, and he goes in with the laser. Hang on a minute.
Aixy just needs 1 more hit. Air laser! Aixy at the last moment manages to conquer the beast that is Black Adam.
I am very impressed with generally how that set went down. HappyPow, but HappyPow was playing really well as well, especially in that last game. But ultimately, Aixy just comes down to his defense is ridiculous. He's putting himself in a situation that he is just ridiculously hard to open up, but there is no way that set could have come down to any closer. HappyPow bored it to him.
That was just ridiculous. At the last possible moment, like the second we saw the trait get popped, but the air lasers to consistently check HappyPow when he's in the air going for those traits as well. I mean, that was an unbelievable set. Now, the first matchup was Flash, which clearly didn't work out for HappyPow at all. Probably thinking at this stage, maybe I should have just gone Black Adam all the way, because it was clearly a much more favorable matchup for him. But I just think Aixy he was so knowledgeable in that matchup anyway. His defense was so impeccable. He just played out of his mind. That's probably the best I've seen Aixy play, period.
But that's just in the semis, you know. He's now got grand finals. His opponent's going to be, oh lord, his opponent's going to be H-Dope or Zoro. If H-Dope beats Zoro, we're going to see that what seems to be an awful matchup in Aquaman versus Supergirl again. Like you said, I don't think Aixy has any other characters. So Zoro kind of needs to win this next semi so Aixy doesn't have to play versus Aquaman in the grand finals. But at the same time, you know, I kind of expected HappyPow to take that one, in all honesty. I know how strong HappyPow is. I know how long he's been playing. He plays Black Adam, who is a ridiculously powerful character in the game's current state. And honestly, I thought that Supergirl just wouldn't have the damage to take it, but Aixy playing on more than just damage.
It was just a strong neutral, but that's what we've seen from Aixy all night, is just this very impressive neutral game where it's no fear, lots of confidence, lots of knowledge in the matchups that we're seeing so far, with the exception being against Flash, where those really crispy setups that we were seeing HappyPow go for when he was mid-trait, really impressive stuff. So I'd love to see more of his Flash. I really, really would. But Aixy is going to be our first grand finalist of the night with a very impressive 3-2 showing versus HappyPow, moving on in this bracket. And that does mean HappyPow is going to be going home. But the next matchup, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Aixy really needs to hope that Zoro wins, because Atrocitus versus Supergirl, I don't feel like it is as bad as Aquaman versus Supergirl. Still a little bit tough, and we have seen Zoro take it over Aixy in tournament before. We did actually see Atrocitus with Zoro behind the wheel. These guys last fought in tournament. The win did go to Zoro there.
Indeed, but overall, like you said, it's a matchup thing, right? I know Supergirl has a few answers. Like, for example, Supergirl can actually get a meter burn teleport punish on the Bloodlift from anywhere on screen.
And he knows it too. Yeah, he does know that punish.
Which is going to change that. But at the same time, you know, we have that second semi-final to get through, which is going to be CE x Zoro versus H-Dope. And both of them will be looking really strong today. We know that this is, I believe, H-Dope's first top 8, whereas Zoro, we've seen in top 8 before. I believe he got top 8 last week, losing to Under Jim, who has been a very powerful player in his own right as well so far, who actually didn't make top 8 this week anyway. You know, Zoro was here instead.
Well, lots of players coming out, I think, doing really well in Injustice 2, using the Path to Pro as a great source of that competitive experience. It's so important for a lot of these players to make sure they're getting constant tournament practice going into not only Path to Pro, but the Injustice Pro Series, which is in its own way, there's a major a month, sometimes two.
That is in itself, that is your path to pro. And that's, you know, no pun intended, but that is your path. Weekly competitive practice. That is how you become a professional. That's how you become a professional player. You play to the point that you start to win serious money, and as a professional, maybe you get picked up by a team, maybe you get sponsored, and at the very least, you are funded in that, you know, sort of competitive gaming adventure. When you have the funding behind you, it's not costing you, it's actually supporting, it becomes your life.
We are starting to see it with like Theo, Scar, and Sonic Fox, sponsored by Echo Fox. We have Slayer recently picked up by Rogue, two major landmark teams in the world of esports, really paying a lot of attention to Injustice 2 right now, which is great for everyone, I think. While we get into our next semi-final of the night, we're going to go and let you guys know about another competition we have going on. esl.pm/Path to Pro comp. Our first place prize is a pair of lovely statues, which is part of the Injustice 2 Versus collection, provided by the folks over at Triforce. And our other prize we have up for grabs is an official Injustice 2 merchandise bag full of all kinds of goodies Injustice 2 related. So definitely get involved in that. So we're going to get our next semi-final underway, and while we prepare that match, we're going to go for a quick break.